What is going on, obscure mic people? It is Bart coming at you yet again with another USB variety microphone. Going to make some noise here and show you that we've got the Donner Neotrax LX. It's a USB-C condenser microphone that Donner did send over for the sake of this review. Thank you, Donner. You do one microphone of theirs and they send it all to you. That's what I'm talking about. That's service right there. So this is the Donner Neotrax USB microphone. It is currently $69.99 with a $10 off coupon over on Amazon.com. Affiliate link down below if you want to grab this microphone. But first, let's do an unboxing video and then go from there. All right, so here we've got the Donner Neotrax LX USB microphone. I have opened this a time or two, so it's not like this is a brand new unboxing. Documentation, of course. You get a USB A to C, which I already have plugged in. You get a to Lightning adapter. You also get a C to C, which I apparently have misplaced, and a to C adapter as well. So you get the full Mountie here. And you get the microphone, which we are going to plug up. Before we plug it up though, you've got USB-C, headphone port, and gain control. The build quality is actually excellent. Everything feels nice and solid. You got a capacitor mute button on top here. When you mute it, the lights go off. I do believe it changes colors. Yep, there it goes. Got your headphone volume on the front there. Knobs are plastic. They feel a little cheap. That's really the only thing that does though. The stand that comes with it has a little Donner logo there. Unfortunately, you cannot take the stand off without probably removing the padding on the bottom and removing a few screws from there, which there's no piece to make a new bracket, so I'm not sure why you would want to. Again, just a very solid microphone. Nice LED lights. You can see there's some white foam back in there. But how does it sound? The adjustment knobs are pretty decent. Everything's nice for the most part. Let's get it going. As you can tell on the unboxing video, I failed to mention there is a 5/8 threading on the bottom of this microphone, which means you do have to take it off of the yoke mount and stand that is provided, which is really easy. Just a couple screws there and maybe some washers that might or might not come off. Looks like they don't. So very easy disassembly and reassembly there if you want to put this on a boom arm, which is a very welcome thing. There's also an iteration of this microphone that comes with a boom arm for $116.99 on Amazon. I'll link that down below as well. It's Donner's boom arm, actually. Surprised they haven't sent that one to me. Where you at, Donner? I like boom arms. I like all that stuff. So let's talk a little bit about this microphone. So this thing records in 24-bit up to 96 kilohertz. It's a 14 millimeter electret style condenser, like most of these are. The noise floor is 18 dBA. And if you are into frequency response charts, maybe we can show you this one. It kind of claims to be mostly flat until a little boost at 10K, which I mean, it doesn't sound overly boosted or anything like that, but like a lot of USB microphones, you do get a little bit of that digital kind of artifact sound at the top. But for the price, the build quality already alone is pretty good. Now we just got to figure out what this microphone sounds like, who it's good for. It looks pretty good on camera. Constant changing lights, something that a lot of gamers and streamers, look at streaming, bro, shooting people and shit. Streaming, man, just streaming and gaming and doing all that good stuff. But a lot of people really enjoy this style of microphone with the RGB lights. As far as the gain and headphone volume goes, the preamp for the headphones in this thing is pretty decent. I do have it maxed out, but that's only because it doesn't change a whole lot from 50% to maxed out. Just gives me a little extra boost there. The gain knob on this thing right now, this is all the way up right here. I really only have to give this thing about 30% of gain to hit pretty good levels, to hit right around negative 12 dB. But there is a whole lot more gain to go here if you need it. I don't know why you would or wouldn't. I don't know. Let's run this thing through its paces and give some final thoughts on it. Plosive test first, speaking directly into the microphone. It is angled a little bit at my mouth, but I'm going to angle my head down just a little bit. Peter Piper picked a peck, a pickle pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck, a pickle pineapple pizza. Now, when you get directly on top of the Donner Neotrax, this is what it sounds like when you're directly on top of the Donner Neotrax. Now let's do off-axis rejection, 90 degrees on the microphone. You're going to see my big head going all kinds of weird places. We'll loosen our ball here up. And this is 180 degrees on the microphone, 180 degrees on the microphone, and we're voguing at 180 degrees on the microphone. Spin it back around to the front of the microphone and just kind of talk about who this is for, would I recommend it, so on and so forth. Now, I've tested a lot of USB mics lately. This one, considering you get it for $59.99, I think it is a desirable choice for gamers and streamers if you want that look. Hopefully you're not using a green screen like me and you don't get this shading and weird stuff going on. Hopefully you can avoid that. But for those folks, all-in-one setup, this is better than a ton of USB mics I've heard. That being said, it is still a 14 millimeter electric condenser capsule, so it is still going to sound a little grainy up top. It's not going to give you a big full bottom. It's kind of mid-forward and just kind of present in there, and it's okay. That's fine because the price is what we're talking about here. So $59.99, not a bad buy for that. I think it's streamer gamer only. I don't think I would necessarily want to do a lot of podcasting with this, but it will fit the bill. Again, looks good on camera if you're into that kind of thing. So there is a market for this microphone. Again, the build quality is really good. The accessories are fine. You get a lightning adapter, USB-C adapter. This will supposedly work on Android, iOS, Mac, Windows, the whole deal. Plug it into your phone, plug it into your tablet. Supposed to work just fine for all of those. As far as the sound goes as a whole, ignoring the price, ignoring the kind of mic it is, I don't love the sound. It's not a great sound, but it is not a bad, it's not a atrocious or terrible sound. There are tons of USB mics that sound worse than this. I think considering they used a small electric capsule, it sounds okay for that. But again, it is a tad grainy up top, but that's nothing that every other 14 millimeter condenser doesn't also have. So overall, I think it's worth the price. Again, you're going to want to go out, check all the USB mics. When you're talking about mics like these, even the HyperX Quadcast, whatever that is, I don't even think that sounds really, really good. It sounds fine. This sounds fine. This market is all about the looks you want. Is the sound good enough? And does it power your headphones and, basically look good on camera? I think this fits the bill for most of that. Now, again, not going to use it for anything other than some streaming. But for that, I think you could do a heck of a lot worse for the price. And keep an eye on it. Coupons are coming all the time. $59.99. I think it is worth it for that. Again, it's just a matter of, did you find a mic at $39 you like better? Did you find a mic at $69 did you like better? Did you find a mic, period, that you like better than this? But I think that this is at least a competitive mic in that USB streaming arena. I'm going to tug on my cables and make this thing bounce. Bounce with me, bounce with me. Chicka, 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 bounce with me, bounce with me. Again, Donner, pretty solid effort. I like their dynamic mic more than anything else I've tried, followed by their DC87 condenser, and followed by this. The DC20 is on its way. It's a sort of an AT2020 looking-ish mic, and I'm excited to get my hands on that one because it is about the same price as this right here, so it's going to be very interesting to test that one out. But Donner, thanks again for sending this over. They're not paying me. They just sent me the equipment, so I do get to keep it just for my honest thoughts and opinions. And I think at the price point, it's priced correctly, and I think it's competitive, but I'm not going to say this is the one to go out and grab. It's just, this is a competitive option in that market at this price point. So do your research, decide if this is one for you or not. I do like the fact that you can mount it. A lot of those you don't, so that's something you got to think about. 5/8 threading, very convenient. But the Donner Neotrax LX is out of here. Bark's out of here. I'll see you guys next time on Obscure Mics.